The major consumer-based issues that are currently plaguing the e-scooter brand based on primary research is safety, feasibility and environmental impacts. Our two main methods of primary research collection that we used were a series of in-depth interviews and a survey. The first main issue identified from the data was safety. As highlighted from secondary research, the issue of safety is the biggest issue that is currently affecting consumers. One of the biggest takeaways from the in-depth interviews was all interviewees expressing their concern on the safety of the scooters. Many of the younger respondents' concerns for safety stemmed from issues with scooters such as the thickness of the tyres and its feasibility on different types of terrain. Interestingly, it was the older respondents that expressed concern for pedestrians getting hit, safety equipment and the speed of the scooters. These concerns for safety by all the demographics interviewed are reinforced through our secondary research, with Science Direct stating that just under 65% of current and past riders reported feeling somewhat or very safe while riding an e-scooter. The same issue became a recurring theme in the survey. One question, which asked respondents to list any serious problems that the e-scooters presented, returned overwhelmingly high results for problems related to safety. Over 80% expressed their concerns for injuries sustained while riding the scooters, and over 66% said that people parking the scooters on the road was a serious problem. Secondly, demographics. Additionally, the primary research data also reveals certain patterns about how different demographics responded to the issues based around the e-scooter. One of the biggest trends from the in-depth interviews that we discovered was that males showed a higher willingness to use the scooters. This was the case for both recreational and travel purposes, with the female citing safety as the biggest barrier to using the scooters. Another trend that we discovered through in-depth interviews is that younger people showed a greater willingness and interest to try the scooters. In the interviews, the two older respondents expressed that they were unmotivated to try the scooters. The image of people using them angered them, and that they didn't see e-scooters having a place for older people, 50s and upwards. This is partly due to older people not as willing to try different technologies, greater safety and health concerns, and their preference for public transport. Finally is feasibility. One of the biggest issues the e-scooter brand is currently facing is the feasibility of their product and whether the scooter will be able to compete with other major forms of transport and become a viable alternative. From the results in the survey, we found that over 80% of applicants believe that the e-scooters were a good alternative to public transport. We also found that 86.1% of applicants were in favour of legalising e-scooters in their respective states. This shows a positive belief in the viability among the potential consumers. However, the practical feasibility of the product is yet to be proven. One survey result that does prove promising for the practical viability of the product is that over 80% of respondents said they would use an e-scooter for fun/recreation and to travel from point A to point B.